Joining me is Lisa Fortier from Gonzaga. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time.
Sure. Yep. Nothing else going on right now. Right?
I know it's kind of like a slow stop for basketball, but a startup for all your kids and whatnot. So it never ends for you. I want to get into that emotional victory because that was something that me as a sports reporter, one of those wins I walked away from and just thought, wow, it took me some time to come down from it. How long did it take you to process that game?
Probably a couple of days. It was kind of a surreal situation. We've had game winners before. The way that it was Jill, under the circumstances we were fighting that day, but also just this year, I think made it seem even more exciting. And, it wasn't like you had 6 seconds and you just hit it right at the buzzer. I mean, she really it had to be perfect. And it was a lot of fun. And hopefully the types of things that we remember, because those are big deals for these guys.
Yeah, I remember when we talked about Vegas, the WCC tournament, you didn't have the best memories, obviously. Do you feel like because you had that buzzer beater, you get the championship, that kind of erases all of those past memories and now it's only good moving forward?
I hope so. I mean, there's plenty of good stuff to be learned from the hard situations. You know what I mean? And I think that we're going to set ourselves up for a long, hard life if you can only take the good moments and make them into learning. So I am trying as an individual and then certainly as a coach to remind our team that maybe Townie getting hurt a few years ago was not a wonderful moment, but there's plenty to come from that. And the beauty is that day, I think for Jill, definitely felt that much more exciting because of the past and what she had felt. And I think for some of the team, it felt like that. But going forward, I think we're going to be focused on, whatever opponent is next and what the task at hand will be. However, it hopefully won't feel like doom and gloom quite the same, because it has not been amazing to us the last 3 years in Vegas.
What is your roster looking like when it comes to those that are returning and those that aren't?
Yeah, so we have a funny roster dynamic because we have some so Jen Worth, Leanne Worth, Jill Townsend, Jillian Barfield, those guys are graduating, and the three, Jillian's going to go on to medical school, but the other three are going to go play overseas. And then, Louise Forsyth opted for her 5th year elsewhere, so she's not with our program anymore. But then we have Abby O'Connor, Sierra Walker, and Anna Virjoge are all actually seniors who are choosing to stay in different circumstances, right? So it's Anna transferred and redshirted and stayed for her 4th year as playing. And then Abby got the bonus year last year as a transfer, so she's graduating but staying. And then Sierra transferred, played for, but is going to use her bonus. So it's kind of funny. They're all in different scenarios. I think we have a good mix, that coupled with an incoming class that we're really excited about as far as the freshmen go. So who knows? It's going to be different. Definitely Jill and Leanne and Jen specifically spent a lot of minutes on the floor for us in all 4 of their years. So I think that it's fun when you get to do something different, but it also feels a little bit nerve-wracking and unsure how we're going to piece it all together, but a good challenge for the off-season.
What is your hope as we look ahead to next season? What's your hope for this team?
I'm trying to refine those goals for me right now, and for myself, and just to help with the team and how I articulate it. But really, I think the biggest thing is that they would just find a way to achieve everything that they can together. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that's a top 25 situation. I don't know if that's a host home, be a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. I don't know if that's championship. I don't know if for this team, the best we could do would be to, if our best was finishing 2nd in our conference, then let's be our best or strive to be better. So I think just figuring out how high, I think the ceiling for them is higher than that. And I think that a lot of people might not see it in the same way that we do. So I just am really hopeful that they're going to stick together